So, you know how they say, um, the path to hell is paved with good intentions? I think that the path to YouTube is paved with good intentions because I had the best of intentions of making a really cool video about my camping trip, and I ended up with pretty much nothing. I have a couple clips which I will include, but instead I'll just give you a very brief synopsis. So I actually go camping in the same campground every year since I was in utero. My parents, my mom, her parents took her to this same campground when she was a kid, and she took us growing up. And now I go with my boyfriend Joel and my best friend Adam and his husband Drew. And we've been going just the four of us for the past, I don't know, 5 or 6 years. And it's my favorite thing. It's my favorite trip, my favorite vacation. I just love it. It's super nostalgic going to the same place, but it's also a beautiful place, and there's no internet access, no cell phone coverage. It's just perfect. So this year, Adam's husband Drew had some family emergencies that they just couldn't work around, and it turned out they couldn't come. And we found out like 2 days before we were supposed to leave. So Joel and I were like, that's okay, we'll just go, just the two of us. Camping was great as always. It was very different without the two boys. The dynamics work really well with the four of us because Adam and I like to do everything. So Adam actually used to come with me and my family back in the day when we were still kids. So I think it holds some nostalgia for him as well. And we just sort of grew up doing it. So it worked out. It's just I still ended up doing a little bit more physically than I intended to. And my hands have been really, really bad, very painful and very numb 100% of the time, but so much worse at night. And so during the night while camping, I was just awake in pain all night, every night, and it was a little bit miserable. It just made it so that I didn't really do any hikes. We didn't go to the waterfall. We did go swimming, but we only went once. We just didn't really do any of the normal, really active stuff that I like to do when we go, but it was still really fun. We went into town a lot more. The town is sort of just down the other side of the mountain a little bit, probably like a 15-minute drive straight down. And I think I actually filmed a clip of, it's called a hairpin turn. We call it the hairpin turn, but really I'm sure in every state there are hairpin turns. It's sort of just the name of the type of turn that is so extreme. And it's so much fun to drive down because you're coming down from the top of the mountain and you get down to the edge of the mountain, and it's this hairpin turns. You have to almost come to a complete stop to go around the corner. And so it looks like you're just about to drive off straight off the side of the mountain and down into the valley. So it's a little treacherous if you have never driven around it before, but it's the most beautiful view over the side. So we go down there, and there's like a super Walmart. It has all the groceries, so we'll go there. And one day we really went into town to avoid the rain. We went to the movies and saw Mission Impossible, and then we just sort of drove around. We like drove up through Vermont and just, kind of went joyriding. So the highlights would be the world's cutest raccoon that joined us for one night. I named him Custard, and he was completely unafraid, as they usually are. They come right up and they try to get at whatever snacks they can get at. He was really cute. So Joel attempted to take some pictures, and if any of them come out, I will include them, of Custard, because he was so cute. They do have a lot of bears there. We did not see any bears this year, and the raccoon is really premium spotting. And the chipmunks were such a nuisance this year. Somehow they figure out how to get into your car when it is closed and locked, and that's where we keep the food, is in the car, so that the bears can't get to it. And they got into Joel's car every single night and rummaged through our food. So we kept upgrading our system of keeping the food. And it went from our usual, which is just this bag, like a reusable bag that's got all the dry food in it. And then the cooler has all the, cooler food. But they got into the bag, so then we moved them all into this bag with a zipper. And they started chewing on that. So then we went to Walmart and got this giant Tupperware bin with 5 locks on it, and put those bags in the bin, and brought it into the cabin instead of in the car. They still went in the car and left little turds everywhere, but at least they didn't rip apart anything. So the chipmunks were trouble. They were really getting on Joel's nerves, but so cute. I really don't care. We had enough food to go around. So, all right, that's definitely enough rambling. Small update on the bathing suit situation. I showed you that sun protection bathing suit that I got with the long sleeves and the capri pants. Worked very well. I did hear multiple children making comments about my swimsuit. I don't know if they were just commenting on my weight or on the swimsuit itself. I don't really care. One kid was talking a lot about it to his grandmother, and they were swimming right next to us. And I just, parents, grandparents, big brothers and sisters, what better opportunity do you have to talk to your child, or whatever child this is, about respect and common decency, than when they are making comments about someone else's body to you? I wasn't really offended by whatever the kid was saying, and I really couldn't make out that much of it, what he was saying. It was just very clear he was talking about me and my bathing suit and my body. But the kid is a kid, right? It's total human instinct to look at other people, to judge other people, to make all these assumptions about people. That's, unfortunately, that's what society is all of us doing that all the time. But the kid was old enough that if his grandmother had made a comment to him about what he was doing, that he could have understood it. And it's I kept thinking, the grandmother was just haha, laughing it off, and just laughing at him and whatever jokes he was making. And I just thought that's the opportunity you want for your child to say something or make an observation, to open the door to you saying oh yeah, it's fine that you see her and that you are thinking these things, but you shouldn't say them out loud, and you shouldn't say them to someone else, and you don't know their circumstances, right? I totally understand that it may look weird that I'm showing up on the beach on an 86-degree day, so covered up. I get that it's weird, and that's totally okay for you to see me and think, oh, that's kind of weird. And so, like, that's fine. It's acceptable. That's what people do. But how else will kids learn what they should do when they get older and they run into people that are different? It's like all she had to do was say, you know, that's just what she chose to wear. She doesn't even need to justify it to him, like, maybe she's sensitive to the sun. Maybe she has, health issues. Maybe she's just uncomfortable that she's bigger than everyone else. Like, it doesn't matter why I'm wearing it, and it doesn't matter that he notices me wearing it. It just, I wish that the grandmother had taken an opportunity to talk to him about it, but whatever. About the bathing suit, it was very comfortable. It was very, like, cool, even though it was black. I thought it was gonna, like, heat me up so much, but it stayed cool. It was very comfortable. I didn't really, like, full-on swim in it. We pretty much just went in the water and floated around on some donuts. So I don't know how well it'll be for, like, real activity. I'll test that out when I go to Florida, because I will, like, swim in the pool. But I was very pleased. It worked out well. Camping was fun, and I will include any clips that I have at the end here. And I'm sorry that this video did not come out great. I had all these visions of, cool footage of the waterfall and beautiful views and the fun food that we made, and I was gonna do a vlog while hiking and talk to you, and it didn't happen. So maybe next year. This is the inside of our cabin. Cabins were built in 1938 to 1940. Comes with bunk beds and a table and a fire stove. That's about it. This is the view from the top of the mountain, just at sunset. Well, hello there. I am at camp. Joel just went up to the bathroom because there's like a tiny bit of internet access there, and he wanted to check his email. So I just built a fire. We went swimming today, and then we came back and took showers, and we had dinner, which was just sandwiches, and then I just made a gigantic cup of tea. We had a super nice day today. Super nice day yesterday. And hopefully we'll have a super nice day tomorrow. It's supposed to thunderstorm tomorrow, so we might go to the beach or some sort of indoor activity until it clears up. Bugs everywhere. Always bikers.
Yep.
I totally thought that one guy was taking like pictures of the other guys. I thought that was so cute. Take a picture of us, lady. Taking a picture of you.